Creating a future-ready workplace post-COVID-19 is the buzzword. The pandemic has caused CIOs to embed uncertainty and zero-trust policies into their strategic IT design. This has led to the creation of a flexible and fluid IT model that could survive and adapt to such disruptions. The fluid IT model comprises a modular structure that works with access and utility rather than underlying technology and applications. IT has evolved from databases and applications to serverless computing and cognitive customer experience. This has led to the creation of new skill sets in the market. Organizations need to go an extra mile to prepare employees for the future. At the same time, enterprises pose a big challenge post this turbulence: how to effectively tackle the changing IT landscape with on-demand resourcing and how to create a flexible and hybrid workplace that can be deemed as future-ready and resilient. Today, we are witnessing a transition from silo functions to agile teams, and the boundaries between roles are beginning to converge across many organizations. Disruption is not something new. We have seen it in the past following the industrial revolutions from mechanical to electrical to computing to now digital. Let's look into today's headlines in Varitya. Government is still formulating its opinion on cryptocurrencies, says Finance Minister. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has clarified that the government is still formulating its opinion on cryptocurrency and will take a calibrated position. The remarks suggested that the government may not impose a blanket ban on cryptocurrency. Many negotiations and discussions are happening with the Reserve Bank because the Supreme Court order has very clearly told that the government has to take a call on the matter. Why are all biggies racing for NUE, including Reliance, Tata, Paytm, Google and Facebook? In a boost to India's digital payments space, 4 consortiums have shown interest in new umbrella entities, that is NUEs. Top Indian business houses and global e-commerce firms have shown their interest in floating new umbrella entities for payment systems and are set to apply with the Reserve Bank of India ahead of the 31st of March deadline. The new digital payments buzz, Reliance, Tata, Paytm, Google, Facebook are all chasing, but the question is why there is an interest. New umbrella entities can be set up as for-profit or not-for-profit companies that will be allowed to undertake a host of activities in the retail payments space. Will the world move towards digital money? Today's cash use will shift to digital tokens in the future as technology has invented hundreds of digital currencies based on digital ledgers. Virtual money is bound to become a tool for building global influence by carving up the world into new currency blocks, whereas the top one is Bitcoin. For sure, governments will borrow some elements of the distributed ledger technology behind private cryptocurrencies, but they will very much want to retain control of what circulates as money in their economies. It is expected that the e-wallet on your smartphone resembles a multi-currency account, but instead of dealing with commercial banks, you may be a customer of central banks. Singapore Airlines customers' data leaked in a security breach. In a sophisticated cyber attack, the data of 5.8 lakh Singapore Airlines frequent flyer members have been compromised in a cybersecurity attack that originally hit Air Transport Communications and IT vendor SITA. The incident marks the second time in a week that an airline has reported a data breach, which appears also to be the result of the attack targeting SITA, that is SITA. However, the airlines confirmed the data breach specifically does not involve KrisFlyer and PPS member passwords, credit card information or other customer data. UK government to invest £153 million in quantum technologies. UK Research and Innovation, that is UKRI, is investing £153 million to develop new products and services based on advances in quantum technologies that will have a significant impact on financial services. This is part of a larger investment in the UK National Quantum Technologies Programme, which is on track to delivering £1 billion investment over its 10-year life. Tata Motors to go solo. No tie-up with Tesla for electronic vehicles, says N. Chandrasekaran. Tata Motors chairman N. Chandrasekaran clarified that there is no dialogue with Elon Musk-led Tesla for a partnership in India. We will do it on our own, he added while speaking of the company's plans for the electric vehicle segment. In January, a tweet by Tata Motors Electric Mobility had sparked rumors of a tie-up with Tesla for electric vehicles. Apple faces European Union charges over Spotify complaint. Apple could face an antitrust charge sheet by the European Union in the coming weeks over a 2019 complaint lodged by Spotify, Reuters reported. The charge could force Apple to change its business model. The music streaming service had earlier alleged that Apple unfairly restricts rivals to Apple Music, and it also protested Apple's 30% fee for in-app purchases. Blackstone to buy minority stake in Cifi. US-based Blackstone Group is in exclusive talks to acquire a minority stake in Chennai's Cifi Technologies, Bloomberg reported. Cifi had sought a valuation of around $1 billion to $1.2 billion in a transaction. It's unclear what valuation the Blackstone stake purchase will be struck at, and talks could still fall off apart. Reddit hires ex-Snapchat executive Drew Vollero as its CFO. Reddit has appointed Drew Vollero, former CFO of Snapchat parent Snap, as its first chief financial officer. Vollero will lead Reddit's finance team starting later this month and will report to Jen Wong, the platform's chief operating officer. Reddit disclosed a 90% surge in advertising revenue during the fourth quarter, while daily active users jumped to more than 52 million. Reddit's value doubled to $6 billion in February as it raised more money to handle the rush of new subscribers. Nubia launches world's first smartphone with 18 GB RAM. A smartphone with 18 GB RAM is now a reality. Developed together with Tencent Games, Nubia recently launched the Red Magic 6 series in China. Red Magic 6 Pro comes with 18 GB RAM. This is recognized as the world's first smartphone to be packed with 18 GB RAM. Red Magic 6 Pro has 18 GB RAM and 512 GB of internal storage. The smartphone has a 6.8-inch AMOLED full screen with a resolution of 2400 into 1080 pixels with 16 MHz refresh rate. To conclude, organizations today need to go the extra mile to prepare employees for the future. This involves overcoming the fundamental challenges of motivating employees, investing in them, and making programs scalable. The innovators need to think futuristic. Human resources may find it challenging to bridge the gap between the technological innovations and the skill sets required. Rather than trying to keep pace with the ever-changing landscape, recruiters need to think one step ahead. Finally, the human resources need to rethink and redesign their IT needs aligned with our organizational strategic objectives and create a future-ready workforce in the next-gen fluid workplace that will help them to shape the experiences of tomorrow. The COVID situation has made work an integral part of our personal lives and has become a part of our home routine. The widespread adoption of remote working has massively increased the burden on networking technologies. This has built a strong case for AI-driven platforms that eliminate the need for VPN technologies that sit on top of the infrastructure and critical measures to ensure data and network security. Ever since the industry switched to remote working, it has seen immense value in offering its employees the ability to work from home and, as a result, reduced overhead costs, especially office infrastructure. In addition, an increased focus on digital transformation has yielded benefits with near seamless operations during the pandemic. That's it for the day. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned and have a nice day.